This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Buckeyes will kick it away and start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. For the Oregon Ducks, offense will be the first up today. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
It was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other. But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Here we go again. Ohio State and Oregon, 2 memorable games last season. The Ducks surviving in a thriller in the regular season. And then Ohio State going to the Rose Bowl in a playoff game and just pounding Oregon. It was a huge payback statement.
I don't know if I could ever recall such a build-up of a massive game. And remember, Oregon had been that #1 ranked team for much of the season. Had to deal with that bullseye. Had already beaten Ohio State, as you said, in Eugene. But Ohio State at that point, after losing to Michigan and beating Tennessee, and they were in such a level of focus that I don't think Oregon early in that game understood the type of team that they were playing. Very different from the team they played in Eugene.
Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big third down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work. And it's a first down.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Dropping back, it's Moore. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Casper. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll ride the back again here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
This is the 8th play of the opening drive, and now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and then come up with the first sack of the game.
Ducks will line up to boot it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that
pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's 2nd and long. They're going to run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And that's going to be a safety.
That's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
After giving up the safety, they have to kick it away here now. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up at their own 7. On the run, it's Hughes. Nowhere to run up the middle. Talk about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To the air, it's Moore. Grab down the middle, it's Moore. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. A deep shot to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain of that completion.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. On the run here. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Casper. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. And the Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back. It's Sayin. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Keeping it on the ground here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense successful formation. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Moore. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. as the first down is still going. Tackled, but first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Now give the defense a lot of credit there. They were ready for this option play. Good awareness and containment to be able to force them into this upcoming third down situation.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Oh, man, this is a tough play for this defense. They have the offense right where they want them on third down. They get the pressure, but they don't account for the quarterback and his ability to scramble and create. Picks up a first down to keep this drive alive.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Hughes.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Play action here on first down. The pass rush closing in. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Now, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Now they come up second and goal from the 3. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. It's a quarterback keeper. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. Able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. He finds some space. Slides to avoid the big hit. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. We'll pause and play here as the offense takes a timeout. That completion makes it 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they put 6 more on the board. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They get the second half started with a running play. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now it's second down here. QB decides to keep it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's going to take a shot down the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Makes the grab. It's Casper. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it.
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Dropping back, it's Moore. The receiver grabs it, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. And good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Oregon 16, Ohio State 7.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Here he goes. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Peoples. Inside the 35. You finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Single back, takes the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good as still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Pulls it in. It's Hughes. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. The quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. To throw, it's Moore. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. The shotgun handoff here. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down and 10. Looking to throw here. Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Slams right into the wall. They've got him for a loss.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Using his legs here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? And the Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. He breaks free. He's in the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. On the ground, it's Peoples. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Here's the second down play. They'll try the right side on the toss. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 3. Brings up second down.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. The sure hands. It's Smith. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking downfield. It's Sand. Deep shot toward the end zone. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. Looking to throw it on third and very long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down right at the 20.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Breaks into the clear. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Receivers are bunched together. Caught over the middle. It's Garcia. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. Quarterback keeps the football. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the 1st down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the 1st, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
The Ducks will have to kick this away. He's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the punt will bounce and go out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. Chewing clock with the running game. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Back to throw. It's Sayan. Quick throw to the left side. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They trap him for a safety to take the lead. What a play by this defense.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Kickoff team out there to boot it away after giving up the safety. Breaks an open space. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. We reach the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Dropping back. It's Moore. Looking deep down the left side. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Tackle after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Just when things were looking bleak, Chris, the defense comes up with a momentum-changing interception, and they set themselves up with the opportunity to take the lead back, and this time maybe for good.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The short completion of the tight end. Now here he goes. Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball for 31. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Tate.
Hey, this defense doing a good job all game long and not giving up many yards after the catch. Now working with this lead, trying to preserve it. Good job of keeping their eyes up and bringing this receiver down. Gave up some yards, but nothing big to try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. We've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Scanning the field, it's Sayan. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Took contact on the throw, and is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.